Hi and welcome to week 3 of the Petal Patchwork Blanket Cal with Cygnet Yarns. I'm Helen from MCAT Crochet and I'm the designer of the blanket. We're now on week 3 of the Cal and we are making our lemongrass flower squares. We're going to need to make 7 of these flower squares, and there's different colour combinations in your pattern. And we're going to start off with yarn A, the dandelion colour. And we're going to form a magic ring, and it's exactly the same as week 1 and week 2 flowers. I'm going to chain 1 and 16 half double crochets into the magic ring. That's my 16. I'm going to pull that a little bit tight. I'm going to slip stitch first stitch and tie that off. That's round 1 complete. You fasten off yarn A, pull your ring tight, going to join yarn B to any stitch. And it's a chain 1, a bobble into that stitch. So again, exactly the same as weeks 1 and 2, because I wanted to keep the middle of the flower the same for a nice cohesive look for the blanket. So now chain 1, skip 1, and you repeat until you've got 8 bobbles and 8 chain 1 spaces, and I'll meet you back for round 3. Just got to the end of round 2, I've done my bobble and I'm going to slip stitch into the back of that. So round 3 we keep our yarn B attached and we're going to slip stitch into the chain 1. So this is the same as week 2, and we're going to chain 1. There's a slight difference though, so we're going to do a bobble into that chain 1 space, like week 2. However, now week 2 you were chaining 2, now we're going to be chaining 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, and bobble in the next space. So chain 3 and repeat that around. You'll get 8 bobbles for round 3 and 8 chain 3 spaces, and I'll meet you back at the end. I've just come to the end of my round 3 up to my last bobble. I need to chain 3. I'm going to slip stitch to the top of my first bobble, and then we're going to be tying off our yarn. Pull that through. That's the end of round 3. And now we're going to start off round 4, and we're going to be joining the peach sorbet. And you can join it in any chain 3 space with a chain 1. I'm going to chain 1, and it's 1, double crochet, 1 half treble crochet, work through, 1 double crochet, 1 half treble crochet, 3 trebles, 1, 2, 3, 1 half double crochet and 1 double crochet, all in the same chain 3 space. And we're going to chain 2, we're going to repeat that, we're going to go 1 double crochet, 1 half treble crochet, 3 trebles, 3, 1 half treble crochet and 1 double crochet and chain 2. You've got 2 petals, 1, 2. We're going to repeat that again, 1 double crochet, 1 half treble, 3 trebles, 1 half double crochet, 1 crochet, and then chain 2. You repeat that around and I'll meet you back here for round 4. So I've just got 1 petal left to do for round 4. My chain 2, so 1 double, 1 half, 3 trebles, 1 half, and 1 double crochet, chain 2. I'm going to slip stitch to the top of our first stitch. Then we're going to fasten off yarn E, the peach sorbet. That is round 4 complete. We're going to move on to round 5. In round 5 we need our yarn D, which is the peony pink, and we're going to attach to any chain 2 space with a chain 1. There we go, and then it's 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet, 3 trebles, 1, 2, 3, 1 half treble crochet and 1 double crochet, all in that chain 2 space. Then we're going to chain 1. We're going to repeat that. So the next chain 2 space, it's 1 double crochet. Now can you see my petals wanting to go underneath? Just bring that to the front. So we've got 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet, 3 trebles, 1 half double crochet and a double crochet, and it's chain 1 and then repeat. We're going into that, and it's 1 double crochet, where your petal comes out the top, 1 half, 3 trebles, 1 half treble, and 1 double, and chain 1. Repeat that round until you've got your 8 petals and 8 chain 1 spaces, and I'll meet you back here at the end of round 5. I've just done the last petal of round 5. I'm just going to do a chain 1 and a slip stitch to the first stitch of the round, just in there. I'm going to fasten off. and that is your round 5 complete. So we're going to be moving on to round 6, and we'll be joining your lemongrass colour to any chain 1 space. So behind your round 4 petals there'll be a chain 1 space. If you join your lemongrass in there with a chain 1, and it's 1 treble, chain 3 and 1 treble into the same chain 1 space. This is creating your first corner. Going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in your next chain 1 space, I'm going to do 1 treble, chain 1, 1 treble. It's in your next chain 1 space, and then I'm going to do a chain 4. And we're going to repeat that around, make 4 corners, and you'll have 4 treble chain 1 trebles. So in our next chain 1 space, it's 1 treble, chain 3, and 1 treble. Then we're going to chain 4. Now our next chain 1 space, it's 1 treble, chain 1, 1 treble. If you repeat that around, I'll meet you back at the end. So I've just got to the end of my round 6. I just need to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and slip stitch into the first treble of this round. And I need to fasten off our yarn C and join yarn B to any chain 3 space over here. I'm going to get my yarn B, and we're on to round 7. We're going to chain 1, 3 treble, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and another 3 treble into the same chain 3 space. That's going to be your first corner of round 7. And then it says 6 treble over your chain 4. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 2 treble in chain 1 space. So between these trebles from the previous round is your chain 1. I'm going to do 2 treble in that space, and then 6 over your next chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you're going to repeat that 3 more times. So 3 treble and a chain 2 and 3 trebles into your chain 3 space. And then chain 6 trebles over your chain 4. and then 2 trebles in your chain 1 space, 1, 2, and 6 trebles over your next chain 4 space. 4, 5. You repeat that around your last 2 sides, and I'll meet you back here at the end of round 7. Just on my last 6 trebles over the chain 4 space, and I'm going to slip stitch to the top of the first treble of the round, and we're going to fasten off our yarn, and that is round 7 complete. Ignore all your ends, you'll have to sew them in after. That's round 7 complete. We're going to move on to round 8. So we're going to rejoin our lemongrass to any chain 2 space, that's any corner space. So we'll go here, and we're going to join with a chain 1, and it's 1 half treble, chain 2, 1 half treble, into the chain 1 space, and then it's 20 half trebles across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I've done my 20 half treble crochets across, and then you're going to repeat that 3 more times. So you're going to do half treble, chain 2, half treble in your chain 2 spaces, 20 half trebles, repeat that round, and I'll meet you back here. Just on my last stitch of that row, I'm going to slip stitch the first stitch of the round, and then tie that off. That is your round 8. Just hide all those ends a minute so I can show you. Round 8 complete, and that is your week 3 flower square complete. You'll need to repeat rounds 1 to 8, making 7 lemongrass flower squares, and I'll see you in week 4.